Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine Anaya. Welcome to Conversations with Catherine. In this episode, I'm really excited to have my friend Leeann Verret. She is not only my friend, but she's also the chair of the upcoming St. Jude Evening in the Desert Gala. And Leeann, I'm so excited to talk to you about that because I'm your MC.
Yay, we are so happy to have you, and we're really excited for this event.
Well, thanks. Yeah, it's going to be fun because this was originally scheduled for March, but like a lot of organizations and nonprofits around the world, you had to pivot to make this virtual, which is a first of its kind for St. Jude. How has that been trying to pull that all together?
Well, it's funny because it was just about the time that we were to have our gala the week before when everything kind of shut down. So we started having conversations about what should we do, and so we pushed it out to where we thought 60 days at least, a little bit more. And worst case, some money for the kids is better than no money for the kids. So let's push it out. Let's see what happens. And then once we realized that we were, kind of coming up on timelines that we're going to meet, meeting in person and, safety and just being respectful and all of those things, we decided to pivot, and we are doing what we called a reimagined virtual gala. So we're actually really excited, a little nervous, but mostly excited to be kind of the first of its kind for St. Jude. So it's going to be interesting, exciting, and a lot of fun.
Well, we're going to make sure it's going to be a special evening, that's for sure. It's the first of its kind for me because I've never actually emceed a virtual event. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, we have our wonderful auctioneer, Stephen Wadsworth, who is going to knock it out of the park as she always does. So we're kind of like the trifecta of new and exciting things for St. Jude in this different virtual realm, right?
Yes, we are. Yeah, it's going to be a learning experience. We've already learned so much just from watching other, similar type events, but ours is, I think, going to be a little more special because, well, we have you, we have Subin, but we also have three amazing songwriters. And so this is the definitely the first virtual songwriter showcase in addition to the gala and the live auction that we're doing. So we're super stoked about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this too, because in going through the bios of these three exceptional songwriters, they are super off the charts talented. They are the people behind some of the hottest hits in country music. Walk us through who they are and what people should know and expect.
Yeah, they're amazing. So Kelly Loveless is one of the most accomplished songwriters in Nashville. I mean, he's 17 number one hits. He's written a number of hits with Brad Paisley, including the new hit that just came out called No I and Beer, which is one of the most timely songs I think I've heard. And he's just an amazing songwriter, an amazing human, a huge supporter of St. Jude, has been doing this for many, many years. An Army veteran. I mean, on and on the accolades, for Kelly, they're just amazing. And so he's just very humble and down to earth, and you'll see just an amazing songwriter, funny. And these guys have been doing this for a long time. And, it's amazing now songwriting has caught on, because it's always the celebrities and the artists that are forefront. But these guys are, they've been doing this for years and just really, building the foundation of music.
Mm-hmm.
And so next up would be Jessie Lee, who has won the Breakout Award for songwriting, wrote Peter Pan for Kelsey Ballerini, wrote for Brett Young, and so on, Keith Urban, and is an amazing vocalist to boot, and personality, just an amazing personality. So we're super excited to have her. This is her first time with us. And then last but certainly not least is JT Harding, who has written several number one, I think it's 7 number one hits, including Smile for Uncle Cracker, which is just an amazingly fun song. But his personality is bigger than life, and his story about being adopted is just amazing. So his heart for the kids at St. Jude, Jesse's, Kelly, they're just amazing humans first and huge supporters of St. Jude, but they're a lot of fun and they really play off of each other. So the show is more than just telling a story about the song. They have a lot of fun with each other and kind of play off of each other. So it'll be a really, really fun event and very different.
I'm so looking forward to that because, like you said, they're just so talented and their music is so special, and it's going to just take this event to the next level. Talking about the children and why we're all doing this Saturday night, 6 o'clock p.m., by the way. Tell me about the mission behind St. Jude, because many people may not realize that the families that are cared for at St. Jude, they don't have to pay a dime, right?
That's right, Catherine. They don't have to pay a dime. And just to give a little backstory, with my involvement with St. Jude, I came on because my former stepson had leukemia, and many years ago, and I didn't realize St. Jude had played a big part with the Children's Hospital that we were working with at the time. And so fast forward many years, I got involved through another event. And once you get the St. Jude bug, you get the St. Jude bug. And here's why. You know, we can all talk about stats. We can all talk about all the great things that they do. But until you visit that hospital and understand how life altering their work is, it's just, it just doesn't sink in like it does until you really get involved with this organization. And no family pays a dime. And it's not just for treatment. They don't pay for travel. They don't pay for lodging. They don't pay for food. They don't pay for things that they need. The goal is that every family gets to spend quality time with their child and worry, or not really worry, but focus on, you know, the needs of that child and just being there and, you know, focusing on getting well and all the things that go with it. And so, you know, the mission is that, you know, the short answer to that is to eradicate all childhood, you know, cancers. And back when the hospital was founded, the cure rate was 20%. And, you know, for like acute lymphoblastic leukemia, it's now 94%. And that was, I think it was 4% of the 20 at the time. So the cure rates are just amazing what they've done over the, you know, last few decades. But what's also amazing about the hospital is that they don't just treat childhood cancers. You know, they treat blood diseases like sickle cell anemia. They found the cure for the bubble boy disease, and so on. They're working on flu vaccines and, you know, all kinds of things that all kind of culminate together to keep children healthy. And the other thing that's amazing is that they freely share all of their medical research and information with any medical, you know, entity in the world. And so they don't want to just find the cure, they want to share it, and they want to make sure that they're treating, you know, children in the United States, children globally, you know, everywhere. It's an amazing organization.
It is life-changing, and that is why we are coming together this Saturday to really raise as much money and support and awareness as we can. And two of the ways we're doing that is through the silent auction and the live auction. And so what are kind of some of the big highlights that folks can expect?
So our auction preview is up online right now. We are still a little bit of work in progress, but we're still uploading and we're still actually getting donations in. So feel free to send in any, you know, donations for silent auction items that you want. But the live auction is really fun. So we're keeping everything short and fairly simple, so we keep people engaged. So we have 5 items and some really fun items. So we've got a backstage LA trip where you get to go on set at the Voice, you know, VIP, roll out the red carpet kind of treatment. You also get to go backstage at Jimmy Kimmel's show, which we've done both of those personally, and it is, you know, one of a lifetime experiences out there. So we've got airfare with that, you know, so that's a really fun jaunt over to LA and, you know, kind of the red carpet treatment. And then another offering that we have is with Max Homa. He's PGA Tour champ. He won the Wells Fargo, championship last year, and he's a local resident now here in Scottsdale, and his wife Lacey's on our committee. So we are auctioning Max off, and you get to spend the whole day with Max playing golf, you know, lunch at Silverleaf, which is one of the most exclusive golf clubs in the country. You get a signed pin flag signed by Ricky Fowler, Phil Mickelson, and a few others. I'm not sure who all has actually signed it. So that's going to be a really fun event. And if you haven't heard of Max or followed Max, he's supposed to be one of the funnest and most engaging Twitter follows, you know, on Twitter. So he's notorious for people asking him to roast their swings, including celebrities. Yeah, he's really fun, and he's you know, just a ball of personality, and you know, we're happy to have him and Lacey on board. And then the other item that we have is an amazing trip to Napa. A good friend of mine, vintner Gabrielle O'Connell from O'Connell Family Wines, has donated so much and really just stepped up for this event in such a big way. But she's donating their estate home, a 3-bedroom estate home on their winery property, where she grows organic lavender. She has one of the only known mission olive groves in the country. You know, this winery has been founded by her husband's, you know, grandfather, excuse me. many, many decades ago. And the property's beautiful. Tasting room. They own a tasting room in downtown Napa. So you get to go in with, you know, three couples, 6 people, or, you know, it can be a girls' weekend too, if you want to do that. That's kind of a fun girls' weekend. And then to add to that, which is already an amazing package, Fantasca, which is another private winery that you can't get wines from unless you're a club member. Fantasca, lunch at Fantasca, private tour, and then you get an autographed bottle by Heidi Verret, who was the winemaker, wine crafter for Screaming Eagle, which is one of the most renowned wines in the world, and at the top of the I think one of the triple bottles went for 500,000. So one of the top bottles of wine out there. So that package is just amazing. It includes airfare, and most importantly, it includes a $300 Lyft voucher, so nobody has to drive or driving or anything of this sort. So that was
very important.
Very important. And then we also have an amazing package that takes you to Hawaii. It's a Hawaii island hop, and you get to go on set at Magnum PI, which I've done as well. And I mean, you get to sit in the cast chairs. You get to put the headsets on, you know, so you can listen to what the director's saying. You know, you get all the behind the scenes skinny, wherever they're on location at, lunch with the cast, you know, the whole 9 yards. And it's really a fun experience. And then that includes a 3-night stay at the Waikiki Marriott, which also includes a dolphin excursion. And then we've got some airfare for Southwest to hop over to Maui, where you can stay 4 nights at the Royal Lahaina Hotel, which includes luau, VIP luau, and daily breakfast. And that's one of our favorite little home spots in Maui, as you know. And that also includes airfare. And last but not least at all, we have a very special painting by our own St. Jude patient, Bridget Korn. And so Bridget has an amazing story about a painting that was donated to them. So she did a little mini replica of it, and it's already being bid on online.
So, that's great.
Yeah, so we're already, you know, getting bids on that. And I jokingly say, but I'm not really joking, I think that could be our highest grossing item on the auction.
As it should be.
Go get it. Yeah, we found a new career for Bridget.
That's so fabulous. Well, I'm looking forward to that and so much more, because as I mentioned, it's going to be a very special evening. So we're inviting people to sit back at home in the comfort of their own home, on your couch, wherever it is. Maybe you have a group of friends, you're in your PJs, maybe you want to dress up a little bit, have, you know, some wine, whatever it is, take out. We have a lot of great sponsors to help make this event happen, but we want to encourage people to participate. However, it is still invite only. So how can people get that invitation?
So there's a couple of ways. If you're on Facebook and you're following, or you can send me a private message, it doesn't matter if I'm connected or not. If you're on Facebook, we can connect via Messenger and send you a personal invite to your email. And then you can also log into our website, which goes through St. Jude Get Involved events, and just look up Evening in the Desert Gala, and you'll find us there. And you can donate there if you'd like to donate, and you can purchase tickets there. The event is actually free, but we're just not blasting it out to the whole world. We just still want it to be a special event that's predominantly invite only, or by friends of friends kind of thing. But I did want to touch on too, when you said get takeout, we have what we're calling a buy local kind of I wouldn't say incentive, but initiative that we are promoting. A handful of local restaurants that are also supporting us and have given back to us and are just doing a great job all the way around. And I'd like to give those guys a shout out.
Absolutely.
Jade Palace is one of them. So if you look up on Jade Palace menu, you're going to find this week that there's a special menu for us. There's also a private chef, Chef Marcus Ford, who's teamed up with Gabrielle O'Connell at O'Connell Family Wines, created a fabulous menu pairings with Gabrielle's wines and her culinary salts, etc. And then we've also got Beckett's Table, who's got on board, and they have a very special menu as well. So we're encouraging everyone, call these places that support us and that are, just amazing establishments to begin with, and they're local. Let's support local, and let's make
Absolutely.
it a fun party pack for the night.
Support local. It's awesome food. And of course, we're all in the same area when it comes to supporting St. Jude this Saturday night, 6 p.m. Again, it's stjude.org. Is where people can go if they want to find that link, and it's /get involved. I believe it's / evening in the desert, but I'll make sure to link that also in my YouTube notes. If you're watching this, just, toggle down to the YouTube notes and you'll see it there. So again, this is going to be great. I'm so looking forward to it, a very special night, and just the ability to continue to change lives. And if you cannot join us for whatever reason, go to stjude.org and make a donation.
Yes, thank you so much. We are so excited to have you this weekend. It's going to be an amazing event.
Thanks. You've done a great job, and I'm looking forward to it all coming together.
Thank you. Me too.
Thanks, Leeann.
Thank you, Catherine.